Alright lads, so the mid-month banner for the month of August has officially been announced. Those that got the prediction right in our most recent video on your screen right now. What is the banner about to be? Well, we're about to find out. Is it actually going to be a very hyped mid-month? Is it going to be disappointing? And the banner itself is... Damn! Hold on. Special. It's 1,000 Year Blood War. We kind of saw that coming. People were saying it might not be. It was quite the given. But they're calling it a special anniversary 1,000 Year Blood War summons. And it is a crown stepper, so you're guaranteed to ban a character on step 10. Who the character is going to be? Ooh, okay. I kind of like that. BANKAI Shinji and also Kensei. That's kind of cool. BANKAI Shinji is a mid-month though. I don't know about that, but like that's kind of cool. Surprisingly though, we did get a BANKAI Kensei. I know a lot of people are kind of wanting that. I wanted to see BANKAI Rose more so. But I guess, again, they potentially could say BANKAI Rose with Renji and also Master Masculine, so that's not too bad. I'm hoping, though, even though they are mid-month, they actually are good characters, because I don't want them to be mid-month standard, right? But it looks like in this case, Shinji is a technique character, and also Kensei is a hard character. A good Kensei is kind of crazy, like the artwork on both of them. But we're finally getting a BANKAI Shinji remake. No way. Let's find out what these characters are going to offer, right? Because it might be a skip, but this is actually a pretty cool mid-month banner. So first and foremost, Shinji is a ranged strong attack character that can inflict confusion and also weakening, so that's kind of cool. That's definitely our first character to have both those particular stat elements, confuse and weakening. Confuse has always been bad, like it's never been good, not even in arena, not even in brave battles. Confuse is the worst stat element in the entire game, and it always makes sense for Shinji to have confuse, right? So I like the fact that they do confuse and also weakening. So for the most part, it's just weakening. The confusion, I guess, is a nice added bonus, but with that, he does have squad 0 killer plus. His surge rate is a spiritual pressure boost. I believe that's the first for the technique attribute. He does go for 80% spiritual pressure boost, and then 60% more damage to confused enemies. I do like that they give him the confusion stat element instead of damage to weakening, because again, weakening in Guild Quest, for example, only lasts like 2 seconds. So 60% to confused stat, I definitely think is the better route. It makes him better, I guess. It's going to make him better in Guild Quest, where he clearly wants to be used in because he is a squad 0 killer. And then with that, he also does have an increased chance to inflict stat elements against any Soriba. Not a lot of text here, so like, is he not going to be like crazy OP? Let's see it. I mean, that's good. That's good. That's not bad. That's basically end of month standard, is it not? And the soul bomb is going to hit hard too. So what we're looking at here is Frenzy +2. Surprisingly, interestingly enough, surprisingly a 50% bruiser. Not like it matters, but like surprisingly a 50% bruiser. So he has Frenzy +2, a 50% Berserker, a 140% SP boost with the recharge built in because he has an extra, 40% spiritual pressure boost, so 120% with weakened defense, more damage to confuse enemies, the increased chance with guard break. Yeah, this looks good. This is probably our best mid-month character. What I'm seeing right now is very similar to Esnot, but the difference here, maybe, is that he might have a good kit. If it's a good kit, then he's easily an end-of-month character, and it shows that Caleb can actually make good mid-months. And his kill is going to be great too, because, what is this, is it for the melee one? For the ranged one. So he's going to replace Macy, for example. If you don't have Macy, you're going to want to pick up this character. They're guaranteed in 10 steps because it is a crown step of summon, and he also gets better in arena. So what I'm looking at here is like, this is good. This is like, comparable to the end of month character. The only difference here is that he doesn't have an EX attack, right? But what I'm seeing, I'm liking it. Next up is Kensei. He's a normal attack damage character. Potential here though. Fly +2 in Guild Quest, boost SA2 with the booster skill. What status am in? Holo. So I was actually going to say, I didn't mention my most recent prediction video. We were due a melee Nat character for Holo GQ, I will be honest. We haven't had one in a while. I guess there's going to be a new updated one. Does he have guard break? He does. Am I going to use him outside of GQ? Probably not. But this is going to be a set standard normal Nat unit, basically. Nothing super crazy, right? Fly +2 in Guild Quest, more melee damage, more cure effect, booster SA2, more damage to not captain normal attacks, which is, I guess, is kind of cool. Does have a high bruiser with the fact that he has long reach, makes for a good Nat character. I guess it makes sense for him to be a Nat character. Also does have damage taken minus 21%. That is the second one for the heart attributes. So I guess now you can make your Meninya a tad bit tankier. But in terms of characters, like he's just a GQ Nat bot, right? Which I'm sure might disappoint a couple of Kensei fans. I kind of get it. Philippon, surprisingly not 1,000 Year Blood War. I like that. That's actually better. It's like, okay, this is good. This is good. The Philippon's actually good here. What you're going to see here, surprisingly, is a lot of GQ characters, right? This, in a way, is a GQ banner. Ikaku is a great GQ unit. So is Shinsui, so is Jushirom. Minarose is more so just an epic raid farmer. Yukio is the best team booster for the Ranger Sparta Guild Quest. You have already made the best team booster. Ogre is still a great character, nice that he's here. And then you also have one of the best supports for the speed attribute. Buffing characters like, Unohana and also Kenpachi. I like the banner. I think it's good for a mid-month. Am I going to summon though? I'm not too sure, but it's not going to be a bad banner to pull on if you are a Shinji fan, because you are guaranteed a character of your choice in 10 steps. The thing is like they're mid-month, so like they're very likely going to be... They're going to be featured in like 6 months' time as fillers, right? So that kind of makes me want to skip it. But it's Bankai Shinji, though. But then it's also like, it's only him in the banner. You know, if I do 10 steps for Kensei, I'm not going to be too happy. But I guess maybe it makes sense to be a mid-month, because that's what I said, right? If we are getting fillers and you want to run mid-months, I don't technically mind it, but the character choicing has to be good. In this case, I kind of like it. Kensei is a character that I didn't really care about. He was the 4th character in this 3-character banner, right? So it makes sense he isn't included with Renji, Mask, and also, you know, Bankai Rose. And then Shinji was always that odd one out because he was never supposed to get a Bankai unit, but now he is. Let's check out the character, though, because I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to handle the Soul Bomb, because in the anime, it wasn't so good. All right, then, so let's check it out. I'm excited. I don't want to look. I'm not looking. They always show the spoilers. I don't want to see it. So, yeah, these are technically anniversary characters, right? I mean, I'm down for it. Oh, it looks great. Obviously, that's the moment where he shows up to Bambietta. So that's his pose. Ooh. Wait, does he? I never realized his, let me write that. Since when did he have like an extra piece of clothing? I guess he does. I never realized that. Okay. So I guess it's going to separate him from his, you know, Calm for Your unit. I would have loved if his Bankai was in his like home pose. That would have been really cool. But yeah, like I said, Shinji's going to be good. I think one of the better parts about him too is that he is a Technique character. As we've said before, you know, Technique is still, they're not lacking, let's be honest. They just got Bambietta, they just got, you know, Gremmy. Gremmy is all you need for this particular attribute. But it's always good to have more Technique characters. And he looks great, right? If you are a Shinji fan, we're about to find out his strong attack kit. I don't think it's going to be disappointing. Let's see what it is, though. SA1 looks alright. That's a pushback attack. His SA2 is him doing his, Oh, the SA3 looks sick. Hold on. That's kind of cool. So this is when he activates his Shikai against Bambietta, right? And that SA3 looks sick. Hold on. This might be his best, like, Sakinare SA3. Look at that. That's so cool. Okay, I'm liking the visual kit. I don't like the nudge string because it reminds me of the speed Shinji, which I use too many times, I'll be honest. So, SA2. Is that... Okay, looks like an AoE in front of him. Did he just spam his SA3 twice? Oh, that is SA1? They do it twice? That's kind of funny. Okay, I like the visual of his SA1 a bit more than if it's... Now that I see the Shinji getting all distorted. I kind of like it. So, SA1 looks to be a pushback attack. SA2 is a AoE in front of him. SA3 is a full screen. Overall strong kit. Overall strong kit. Obviously, going to be really good for his respective Guild Quest phase. His damage looks good enough outside of GQ, even though he's never going to have a killer. So I'm kind of liking this. And he's honestly going to have an increased chance with Extasm. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage here. The team they're using, surprisingly, they're using Macy. Would I want to use Macy in a team with Shinji? Probably not, because the thing is, Shinji's probably going to likely inflict stat elements. More so than Macy, right? Yeah, so that's kind of insane if you think about it, right? We'll have to check the details in a minute. But that SA1 might not just be a simple pushback attack. It looks like it's a vacuum vortex, very similar to the first character that comes to mind, Christmas in the World's SA2. So if he has a traditional SA2 as an SA1, that's kind of insane, especially as an SA1, because you're going to spam it in like 7 seconds. More than that, faster. You're going to spam that SA1 quite often. And if it has that many hit counts on Frenzy plus 2, you're very likely to inflict a Stasman on that SA1. Like, I like it as an SA2, but I think it might work best as an SA1 if that's the case. I'm kind of liking it thus far. But like I said, we're about to see the Soul Bomb. The anime didn't do it that good, so I'm kind of curious how they're going to do it. Let's find out. Are they going to do better than the anime? Okay. Okay. Oh, they're sold out. They don't give them the models. That's cool. I like it. Sounds unfortunate. I mean, they blacked out the soldat. I mean, they designed that. That's cool. That's a really good shot, by the way. Wait, are the soldat black in the anime? I think they are. I don't remember them being blacked out here, but I think they are. But that's cool. That's the closest thing we have to soldat. Even then, it's kind of like just Quincy models. I like the Soul Bomb, though. I like it. Actually, the more I'm watching it, the more I like it. So, really cool reference to the original Calm for Your Junior. I like that they did that, because remember, came up with the first ones to animate it, right? Which is the crazy part. I like the extra smell, comparing it to the old one. The old one, I think, was definitely better in a way. I want to say this one's better, but the old one was, like, cooler because he's using it against, like, thousands of Ikumiku Donways. In this case, he's only using it against, like, 5 soldat. But the animation of him activating the Bankai is a lot cooler there. That's cool. Love that shot. And then, again, these were all still frames, so I felt like Caleb did a good job. And the movement there is actually really fluid for him just doing his slash. I like that. And then they all fall. They all fall on the floor. Yeah, I think they did a good job with Bankai Shinji. I like it. I like it. Like I was saying, I didn't... Ooh, Kensei looks kind of clean. Now I'm kind of sad that he's a Naj unit. So, I mean, I was never really going to be excited for the new enhanced Bankai Kensei, but he looks kind of cool. And he's got a belt on too. Damn, Kensei's kind of dripped out. Man, that's kind of unfortunate he's a Naj character. And the thing is, right, some people might not even need him because we have Shinji. Like the other Shinji, the booster one. But we are going to be entering a new GQ where the goal is to go as far as you can, and this Kensei might be better even at 1-5. But again, we haven't had like a new melee Naj unit with Hollow Killer in a while, so I don't entirely mind it, even if it isn't a Guild Quest phase that needs it the most. But his Naj looks nice. He's a very simple character, just a puncher. But it don't look bad. It don't look bad. I like it. So SA1 is a lunge. SA2 looks to be an AoE in front of him, and then his SA3 is him activating the Bankai, right? Like that pose he does. Yeah, so you can see they're using Shinji too. You don't need the Shinji anymore. He's going to be a premium alternative. This Kensei can be a more limited option, but a more newer one, right? Maybe you don't get that many opportunities to pull for the old Shinji. I can't remember Kensei having the two ball things behind him. I'm not going to lie. Wait, is that final hit has like a... Nah, man, it looks cool though. It looks cool, I like it. This might be the coolest Kensei's ever looks, but unfortunately he's a Ned character. Like, you could have said maybe if he's an SP character with Hollow Kill, he'd be better, but then he'd still be like instantly dead on arrival, right? Because like, you know, Yuha and Sang do exist. So him being a Nat character is better when it comes to Hollow GQ in particular. At least he has guard break, but yeah, he's basically going to be a set standard Nat unit. Nothing super crazy. All right, let's see the Bankai. Let's see the Bankai. Oh, that looks kind of clean. Yes. Is that mask is big? Oh wait, is he punching a wall? That's cool. Again, right at the anime, I think they did a good job. I think, like, look at all that particle effects. That looks way better. Because remember, if you don't remember, like, when, episode 5 of 1000 Year Blood War came out, we actually got a TLA version, or I guess fake 1000 Year Blood War version that we called them, of Rose, Shinji, and also Kensei. And we were saying, like, the Kensei was basically a fake 1000 Year Blood War. Like, they were clearly trying to show that it was the 1000 Year Blood War one, but it wasn't technically, because it was a premium unit. But comparing the Storm was like a year apart, a year and a half. This part looks way cooler. And the detail in the model too, and like that, it looks like he's punching Master Masculine's fat belly. Shout out to that, by the way. But it looks like a wall. I like it. I think they did a good job. I like it. Alright, so looks so good. And the detail in the hand too. And he gets like the extra like drill attack in. That's cool. This is a cool banner. I think it's a good mid-buff. Having said that, though, I don't think I'm going to go too deep on this banner. I think it's really good for a mid-month. And Shinji again looks great, too. Would love to have him in Guild Quest. Would just love to have Shinji in general. I think it looks like a fun unit, especially with that soul bomb. And it doesn't look like he got the, you know, Byakuya or potential S-Not treatment when it comes to a mid-month character. He actually looks good. Like, generally, what is he missing here when compared to the new characters? An EX attack, not every character is going to get that. He has guard break, so at least he has that, right? That's not going to be a trend going forward, other characters not having guard break. His Sobum is going to hit hard, and that's kind of what you want to see with a Bankai Shinji, right? A 70% devastation, more damage to confused enemies, and also weakened defense. He's clearly going to be good in where he wants to be used in. Can be used in Arena 2. Kensei, you know, the Kensei fans might be a tad bit disappointed he's a Nad unit for GQ, but I'm, again, not really all that fussed about it. And the Philippa, at least it's not a full banner of 1000 Year Blood characters. Like, there's some actual good premium utility units here that are good in GQ. I want to see more like this. I don't want every 1000 Year Blood banner going forward in the future only having 1000 Year Blood War filler, right? Give us some good recent premium units like we see here with Xiaolong, Ikaku, and even Shunsui, right? If anything, because it is mid-month, I might just go to step 3. Go to the guaranteed 5-star because there are some units I want to get here. And if anything, test my luck, try and get Shinji, try and get Kensei. I get them, great. If not, you know, I'm not wasting too many orbs on this banner. So yeah, I just went ahead and looked at the character stats and skills, more so what their strong attacks do consist of. And in this case, Shinji's SA1 does appear to be a traditional SA2. In this case, you know, Burn the Witch, Christmas, Noel's SA2, right? Having that traditional SA2 as an SA1, I think is going to do the character favors when it comes to inflicting stat ailment, especially when he doesn't have killer, or more so when he isn't guard up against Soripas. His SA2 and SA3 is great, someone looks great. Overall good character, right? And I believe, if I remember correctly, he has confusion damage 60%. But because he does have confused, the bonus ability is extra 40%. So technically, when you're actually building the unit, he has a 100% damage increase to confused enemies, plus the extra 50% from weakening, plus the frenzy 2 and 120% SP boost. For a mid-month character, Shinji is definitely the best that we have to offer, right? And I feel like his technical attribute is definitely the best thing they can do here. And then, yeah, Kensei, honestly, a really cool unit, but mini Nad unit, right? That's basically just sums him up. I think if there was a third character, I would probably maybe do 10 steps, but even then, I don't want there to be a third character. I think having these two characters as a mid-month makes sense. Kensei, again, like I mentioned, was always the odd one out when it comes to the mask fight. Shinji would have made sense to be paired with Bambietta and also Sergeant, but we already got Sergeant, and likely Bambietta can be paired with Quincy's. So having these two at the mid-month does make sense. Rose would have sold the banner a bit more for me, but then again, I don't want Rose to be a mid-month banner. Not even like it matters, because Shinji isn't even like a mid-month standard. He's an end-of-month character, basically, as a mid-month. But I don't want Rose to be with these two. I'd rather him be with Master Masculine and also Renji, right? Because that would make for a very exciting banner, and it makes sense. All three characters fight against each other. If you are a fan of the characters, though, I feel like it being a mid-month is doing you favors, because the filler pool's actually good here. And remember, it's a crown step-up summon, so if you do decide to go to step 10, you are guaranteed a character in 10 steps. So hopefully when you go to step 10, you get Shinji, right? Because that would be the prize of the banner. I want to do 10 steps, but I think I'm going to skip it. I think I'm going to skip it because we saw with Esnon Byakuya, these characters are going to become fillers in like 6 months' time. And I think I'd rather wait for them to do fillers in 6 months' time. But yeah, there you have it. That's our part 3 to the anniversary. An exciting yet cooldown banner, depending how you look at it. I think it's an overall good banner. I don't hate it. I'm skipping it. I might do 3 steps, but I think it's a pretty cool banner. I think both characters are great. Shinji looks amazing. Looks to be a fun character too. Kensei looks great visually, but, you know, not character. Not basically something. Normal attack damage unit for GQ. In the comments below, let me know how you like to feel about these new characters. Are you summoning? I'm curious to know. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.